Well, you're tuned in to Night Sounds. Here I am, Barry Funkhauser with Joe.
Hi, I'm
Hey,
here.
Joe. So I just I'm full because I had lunch. I had a good lunch today. I went to Bill's Burgers here in the Valley. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Oh yeah. Oxnard and that's a tough one. Balboa.
I think you're right. Yeah. It's
Oh
in a
hey, look at me.
really strange area.
Hey.
Yeah,
It's in a strange area called Northridge.
it's where you go when you get into a fender bender and your insurance company takes you to that one street. It's nearby that one.
No, I know. No, that's it's totally true. It's Oxnard is the street that all of the auto body shops tend to be on. We go to, oh gosh, what is it called? Service King, I think, is the one that we go to over there. They actually did a really nice job on my Lexus, so good for you guys.
Oh,
But
good.
Bill's Burgers, was Bill there?
Bill was there. He was in the back. He wasn't cooking. His son was, and his wife was.
Well, Bill
And
doesn't
it
cook
was
anymore. Bill's like 170,000 years old now. So of course he doesn't cook. He hasn't cooked in like a dozen years, but he's usually there like hanging out, right?
he was in the back hanging out, talking to people. There was a lot. I got
Nice.
there right before the big rush of lunch, so it was pretty
Mhm.
cool. Everybody got sunburned, just how you were with your red skin there, waiting for their hamburger on one of the hottest days in Los Angeles. But it got me thinking. There's a lot of small town hamburger shops that have been there for who knows how long, 60 years or plus, and they never have
Especially
to.
here because Los Angeles is the hometown of the burger.
Yep.
We are
Don't
burger
go to In and
central right
Out.
here.
Find the local one. Find the
Hey, I
local
like
one.
In and Out. Don't
That's
be
fun. Well and
talk about In and
fine,
Out.
but Bill's Burgers is a lot more fun. So
Okay, so what did you think? Okay, so let's compare. Let's compare real quick because you know me. I am in. I love In and Out. Like I love In and Out. If I ever have a chance for a burger, my go-to is always In and Out burger. Always. Um, Comparing Bill's Burger to an In and Out double double. Go.
Bill's is gonna win. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
gonna win.
Why? Tell me. I'm going to
Have you
close
noticed?
myself off here and cross my arms because I don't believe you, Barry. So you're going to have to now convince me. Go.
It's about the size, Joe. Have you seen the sizes of the burgers? They're going smaller and smaller in the chain restaurants. Shrinkflation is happening. And
Shrinkflation.
yeah, the Whopper is I don't know if you've eaten a Whopper, but that's gone way down in size. So far down.
For real? Because I think the last time
Yeah.
I had a Whopper, I was in high school and a Whopper was like that big.
No, okay.
Yeah, that's about
It's
right.
not
That's
that
about
big
right.
anymore.
It was about as big as my face. What? So now it's like this big? How big is
Well,
it? Could it cover my face?
it makes for a good story because there's now a lawsuit happening all about the size of the Burger King
Oh,
Whopper.
seriously?
So let me listen
Okay.
to this. Okay, listen
All right.
to this.
This morning, a major food fight brewing over Burger King's famed Whopper.
Whopper.
A judge denying the fast food chain's motion to dismiss a case, claiming it falsely represented the size of the sandwich. The meat of the dispute? Consumers who signed on to the proposed class action lawsuit accuse Burger King of depicting its best-selling burger with ingredients that overflowed the bun, making it appear 35% larger with roughly double the meat than it actually has in real life. They claim the Whopper shown on in-store menu boards misleads customers, constituting a breach of contract. Court documents showing the side-by-side comparison of a Whopper received by a customer and the advertisement.
These people aren't looking to get $5 million because they bought a hamburger that didn't look like what they were advertised. The consumers really want to bring about change. They have a lot of choices. They want to just be told truthfully what their choices are.
A spokesperson for Burger King telling ABC News the plaintiff's claims are false. The flame-grilled beef patties portrayed in our advertising are the same patties used in the millions of Whopper sandwiches we serve to guests nationwide. BK not the only fast food giant facing legal beef. Taco Bell was sued in New York last month for allegedly selling crunch wraps and Mexican pizzas with half as much filling than ads suggest. Taco Bell has not responded to our requests for comment. McDonald's and Wendy's also defending against similar lawsuits.
Hey, where's the beef?
Essentially, this lawsuit boils down to you sold me something that wasn't exactly what I got. Burger King is just going to have to show that they were not in a contractual agreement and that what they advertised was what they gave to consumers, and that any hyperbole on their part or exaggeration was what a reasonable consumer would expect.
As one of the lawyers for the plaintiffs in the lawsuit against Burger King noted, they're seeking $5 million. The judge dismissed claims based on TV and online ads, but earlier efforts to mediate a settlement have proven unsuccessful. The burger battle is heating up.
Ooh, it's heating up, the burger battle.
Do you know who owns Burger King?
Oh, probably some company that owns 3 other ones.
Right? A Chinese conglomerate.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to get your burgers from a Chinese conglomerate, or would you rather go to either Bill's Burger, a mom and pop store, or In-N-Out, someplace that we absolutely 100% know is owned by Americans? I don't know if the Chinese know how to make a good burger, so
they're not making the burger, they're making the money.
I understand. I think that what the last lawyer said is going to be the thing that will win out in this case. Marketing hyperbole, that's something that I've been doing for 25 plus years. And those lawsuits are never going to stick. They're never going to stick. So I think that especially in our country, we have been inundated with media advertisements since we were like that big. So I think most reasonable people know that, sure, the commercials and the advertisements and the billboards, that's always going to look better than the thing that you actually receive.
Yeah, I guess people aren't used to that, though. It's false advertisement.
But it's not. It's not false advertisement. It's just like you're gonna try to make things look as good as possible when you're on video. Except for me right now. Don't ever think that I'm gonna try to look as good as possible on video, because it's just terrible. No, but I just think that for the most part, I don't know if they have that much of a case. And besides, man, if you're going to Burger King in the first place, that's your first mistake. Just don't go to Burger King. There's so many better options. And that's the thing that really gets me about like fast food culture and like fast casual and stuff like that. We have a lot of choices. Why do people keep choosing the worst options? I don't get it.
Because it used to be cheap and easy. Cheap and easy. That's what it should be, right? But it's not anymore.
Exactly. It's not anymore. Sure. I remember, okay, we're ancient. So, things have changed a lot in the 20, 30, let's just say 30 years, 30, 35 years since we were like kids, right? Riding around on our bikes, not having driver's licenses or cars or anything like that. Like we were basically stuck within like the few miles that we can get around on our bikes. And we were stuck with the choices that we had there. Well, if one of those choices was Burger King when we were kids, that was awesome. Man, because Burger King had awesome shakes. Their fries were okay, not as good as McDonald's fries, because I'm going to give McDonald's fries are like crack. They're so flippin' good. They have figured out a way to make their fries, and still to this day, crispy on the outside, fluffy and light on the inside, just delicious. But right, all of that stuff has really gone downhill since we were kids, right? Burger King used to be awesome. Like even McDonald's or Carl's Jr. used to be like solid food that you can go in and if you were a kid or if you were like, the hourly worker down the street and you had $3, you could get a burger fries, another side, and a small drink for $3. And that was like 20 years ago. What can $3 get you at Burger King now? You can't even get a Junior Whopper for that. Because a Junior Whopper's $2.99, but you got to pay tax on top of it. So what are you getting from Burger King? What are you getting from any of these fast food conglomerates that used to be cheap and not the greatest food, but decent food? It got you by. Now it's like super expensive and doesn't taste good, and it's not that good. And you get like, you used to get something like this. Now you're getting something like this. I don't get it. Just go to a mom and pop. You could still get some value and better food.
Well, this is another case of shrinkflation and legalities going down. So when you have choices to eat a hamburger, always think local.
Think local. Okay, besides Bill's Burgers, what's another good burger place for you?
Oh, I think that's it. I think that's pretty good for a
really?
segment there, Josh. Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm just gonna let one shout out to my friends in Orange County because I grew up there. Brea's Best. Brea's Best Burgers in Brea. Oh man, that's a flippin' good burger.
this is Night Sounds.